This is First Contact, Stories of the Call Center.
Let's just tackle the term digital transformation for just a quick minute, right? There's a lot of interpretation of what does that mean, especially in the contact center space. But from your perspective, what is digital transformation and how is that impacting, if anything, the contact center space?
Well, sure. So it's one of these what I call meta trends. The cloud is like this. This is why like the difference between, I hate to say it, but a pandemic and an endemic, right? A pandemic is everybody's affected by this, and digital transformation is the same thing. And it's not a thing, right? It's a process, and it's something that probably never ends because anyways, pre-digital people, pre-internet people, and that's a lot of us out there, when the world was only analog, we didn't think too much about these things. But now everything is transitioning from analog to digital. Some things are already there, but some things are not. When everything is all digital, people like me won't have jobs anymore because we don't need for it. We'll all be in nirvana, if you want to call it that. But digital means once everything goes from analog to digital, that's where you want things to be because it's all binary, right? Ones and zeros. When everything is digitized, it speaks a common language. Now you can do more with everything that you got, and you can capture it in a way you can use it. So, for example, in the contact center, call recording, right? I mean, with legacy analog technology, you could record, and in many sectors you have to record every call. But in reality, for call quality purposes and compliance, supervisors they might 2%, 3% of calls they'll actually listen to check those boxes. That's an impossible task to really do a good job. Once everything is digitized, AI tools can come in and monitor every single call. So your coverage goes from like 3% to 100%. That's a huge plus for the contact center, right? So the digital transformation has a lot of benefits because once everything's in a digital format, you can do a lot more with it and get a lot more out of it, right? So in other words, like the content of our conversation here is valuable, right? Because we're just talking. But if you layer AI into this because it's digital, we're recording this on the internet now, so it's all digital. AI can layer intelligence on top of that because now it can search for words. It can connect ideas together patterns, right? That we couldn't do as humans. And it will do it more accurately than we could do with our fingers and typing. And then so you can glean more knowledge and more insights out of that data. And that's important because decision-making in all organizations, including contact center, are increasingly becoming data-driven. Mm-hmm. People make more decisions now with numbers than they do with their instincts and their intuition, for better or worse. As a creative person, I'm not a fan of that, but that's just how it's going. So it's like your decisions are only as good as the data you have. Well, where's your data? Well, it's all going to come from digital sources. Analog information has almost zero value in that sphere because you can't bring it into the fishbowl, right? It sits outside, and until somebody transcribes it and puts it in, it's not going to be there. So as we process things into digital, yes, we get more insights out of it, but it also makes things go a lot faster.